Hello, hello. I hope you guys are all having an awesome Tuesday. For some reason, I was about to say Wednesday. I have no idea why I thought it was Wednesday, but happy Tuesday, or whenever you see this, because everything seems to take forever to post. I'm lighting some Palo Santo. Woo! There's good vibes. So I'm going to do some cards, kind of see what's going on for the next few days. Definitely felt like there was a shift in the air when I woke up this morning, so it feels really good, but it feels very, like we're having a lot of things come up is what I should say. Like there's a lot of emotions coming up. There's a lot of feelings coming up. Spirit's saying it's really important for you to stop trying to change your feelings, stop trying to change your emotions and feel them as they are. So for me personally, I've been having like anger come up. I've been having like irritation come up. I've been like, just leave me the fuck alone, and not even in a bad mood, just having, stuff coming up. And so it's important for us to just allow these feelings to come up, these emotions to come up, and just be okay with them, because we always want to be happy and positive and all this shit, and that's just not realistic, and it's also not necessary or healthy. So Spirit's saying, like, whatever emotions are coming up, whatever feelings are coming up, just allow them to be what they are. You don't need to change them. You don't need to even figure them out. Just allow them to come up and just be, okay? They're specifically saying just being. There is a lot of work being done specifically in the sacral area and solar plexus, at least physically. You possibly might be having symptoms of that in your sacral or your solar plexus area. Spirit says like the next 2 or 3 days, we're going to be working on that. So if you're feeling that, but they are saying a lot of us are working on different areas and different energy centers. They're saying like we're doing heart chakra 2. So you might also be feeling it in the heart chakra as well. A lot of you, they're saying, are already grounded. Like we've already got that root chakra going. Like a lot of you guys are already grounded and stable. Now we're kind of working on the upper stuff. A lot of the stuff that we're working on is opening our heart chakra up to be open to receiving love. They're also saying this is us kind of taking our power back, standing in our confidence, and really standing in our truth of who we are, and working on doing things that are for our highest good, and is going to help us with healing, they're saying. And they're also saying with like creative expression as well. So maybe for people who haven't been feeling, very like creative, or they've been feeling kind of like a lackluster in energy. 6 of Ariel came out. That's interesting, because that also came out like a few days ago, the same position too. Yeah, some of these are the same cards that have been coming out. So this is for kind of like the next few days is what I asked about. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to happen. Oh, I love the way this just came out. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen in the next few days, but this could be some of the energies within the next few days, what is kind of trying to bring you toward. So we got 6 of Ariel, perspective, 3 of Ariel, Queen of Raphael, Page of Raphael, and the last 3 cards are major arcanas, which is major life events. This is like huge significant changes. We got the Star card, the World card, and the Magician. I am literally so excited to read this bottom row. But this definitely, bottom row is definitely like future energy. So it might not show up for like the next few weeks or so. You might be working toward this within the next few weeks. Okay, I'm so excited about this. Okay, so for the first row. Okay, so I'm getting something is coming to you. Some form of abundance is coming to you in a very unexpected way. Something that is just, even though we got the perspective card and it's usually for you to change your perspective, it's like Spirit's about to change your perspective. It feels like there's going to be something just completely out of the fucking blue. There's no way you would imagine this happening. There's no thought that's ever come through. This is going to happen, and something's going to completely shift or change. Something, it feels very major and significant, is going to happen. That's going to offer you some type of opportunity or abundance. So obviously that might not apply to everybody. Only take it if it resonates, and don't hold on to it anyway. But I'm getting this really strong energy of this, and something to do with the heart chakra with this. It feels like for some of you, it could also be a relationship, because what they're showing me with the other 2 cards is like with the Three of Ariel, they're showing me this man who's watching this woman. We keep getting a lot of cards about this, like this man watching this woman. And what they just showed me is the cards before that, where she's kind of sitting here in her abundance and she's working toward that and growing herself and standing in her power. And he's shifting his perspective and changing something in his life, and he's watching her. And then with the last card, it says, follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. If you've been getting visions, dreams, signs, animals, songs, things like of that nature that have been coming from you regarding a person, Spirit is saying trust your psychic information, even if you're not seeing it in front of your face, okay? They're specifically saying trust it. If you feel a connection with somebody and it's not like this codependency, it's not like this attachment, it's like this soul spiritual connection with them. There is something going on with this right now, and they're saying you're about to feel the energy a lot stronger. So you'll know if this is for you. You're going to start feeling their energy stronger. They're saying you guys might be connecting in the astral realms through dreams and stuff, so just remember and pay attention to your dreams. Some of you will be telepathically communicating with each other. But so this could be that situation, but for a lot of you, it feels like some type of abundance in the form of an opportunity or money. Again, it could be love too, but that feels like not everybody. It feels mostly like they just keep saying opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. So really it could be any type of opportunity, something that's going to just shift your perspective. It's almost like some of you guys have this perspective of like money or love or abundance coming to you in a certain way. And it's like this very like boxed in limited belief system. And what Spirit is saying is like, we're about to fuck that idea up, like not in a bad way. We're about to like shift your fucking perspective and show you something completely different and show you how much we actually work for your ass, and that you just need to have faith and trust and stop this like, it feels like this very limited, boxed in, shitty mentality that you have, that you learned probably from your family. So I'll give you kind of an example of what I'm talking about. I do this a lot with readings with people where they're like, but I want to do this career, but I'm not going to make money, but I'm not going to, it's all these like, but, right? And I have this conversation and I explain to them that it doesn't fucking matter. Like, do what you love and Spirit will always bring you financial compensation and abundance. And I give this example because when I went through my divorce and I moved into this house, my mortgage is really expensive. You know, the other house I had paid off. I bought that house before I was married and I paid it off. And so this house, now I have like a fucking expensive mortgage. I have a car payment, all this stuff. And so I'm still in the same job I've been in for over 4 years. And obviously now I'm like, shit, I have way more bills to pay and stuff like that. And so that's when I started selling crystals. And that wasn't even like, it was just, I bought what, basically I'll tell you what happened and how I started even selling crystals. I had purchased, before I even separated, this humongous box of amethyst, 50 amethysts from Brazil. And they're like these really, really good ass quality. I only have like one left in the shop, but I have a few of them here. I kept a few. I think I only kept like 3 or 4 because they were really, I could not get rid of them. Anyway, so I started doing that, and I bought like a bunch of tumbles and stuff like that. And I was just kind of, I bought it, not really with an idea in my head to sell crystals. I just was like, oh, it's a really good deal. They're really good at crystals. Like maybe I'll keep some, maybe I'll give some, maybe I'll sell some, and not really like any idea behind it. And then I go through my divorce. So of course I didn't, do that. I was busy with all of that. My friend comes over and she brings something up to me. She's like, I really want to see those amethysts. Can I have one? And then I was like, all right, shit, let me just start selling them and let me, whatever. And then I started seeing, oh my God, there's a bunch of people in my area who love crystals and there's not really anything around there. So I started buying crystals and selling them out of my house. My whole table, my whole buffet table, like wine rack buffet, whatever the hell that thing's called, got filled with crystals. And then a few months later, I started getting uncomfortable with people coming to my house. I'm like, this is like my safe space. I don't want people at my house. And I kind of said a prayer about like opening a shop. And then I like literally didn't say shit. Like just one time I said a prayer, just like, maybe can I find like a shop, or can you guys help me with finding something? I was looking up like sheds I can put on the side of my house, those really nice ones that look like like mini condos. And I was like, but I really don't want people knowing my address. Like I really want my space to be my space. And then, you know, I started just not selling for a few months because of COVID. And then when I did, I only was selling, you know, online and just meeting people places. And then randomly one day spirits like open a crystal shop. They tell me, you know, how to do it and I do it. And so that has helped me with making extra money to pay my bills. And, you know, now I have a fucking store. And I can only do that part-time. And, you know, I went through the process, like I have a full-time job. How am I going to do this? How am I going to have a life? And they're like, well, why don't you just do part-time hours? Why don't you just do this? And so I started doing that and I started, you know, opening it up like that. And it's been great. It's only been a few months, but it's been great. And even doing readings for people, that was not something I used to do it for free for people, or I'd give people information for free. And, you know, Spirit was like, open yourself up and start doing readings and all of this stuff. And so that has also helped me with making money, even though I'm doing like a job I love. That's also helped me with seeing different goals and things I have for my future that have shifted since 6 months ago. Like 6 months ago, I'm like, I'm going to retire at my job. Like, fuck, for the last 4 years, I'm like, oh, I'm going to retire here. Like, I love this job. I love helping people. I still love my job. I still love helping people. But by doing my own business and what I plan on doing within, you know, the next year or so is going to offer help for more people. I'm going to be able to help more people doing it in a different way. So I've been having that conversation with Spirit, like, what can we do about this? Can you guys help me with some ideas? Can you guide me? So the whole point is, if I boxed myself in like, fuck, I can't afford this house. Fuck, I can't afford this. Like, I'd be sitting in a house that I don't fucking love. I'd be sitting somewhere I don't really like that much. And I asked for help and I got the help I needed. So they always work with you. You just have to be open to receiving. You have to change your perspective, okay? Shift that perspective that I can only get money from fucking, you know, working a 9-to-5 job, getting it like that. Like, there are other opportunities. There's like creative things that you can do, that things that you enjoy doing that are unique, that you could sell, that you can do on the side, services you can offer people. And one of the biggest things I hear too is, well, I don't have the credentials, well, I don't have the education, well, I don't have this. And I try to explain to people, unless it's a job that by law you are required to have a degree for, or you are required to have a license for, then it doesn't fucking matter. Unless there is a legal regulation, it doesn't matter, because here's the thing, if there's no legal regulation, do it. You know, most people aren't asking for your credentials. And I always give people the example. I said, you're getting a reading with me, right? Yeah. Did you ask for my credentials? Did you ask for my experience? No. Well, why didn't you? And that's exactly the point. It's the same thing for you guys. So Spirit's about to give y'all a huge fucking shift in something and like really like turn that perception like completely fucking upside down. I am so excited. I have no idea what it is. Obviously, it's going to be different for everybody. If it happened to you or what it happens to you, if you want to share, oh, I would love to hear about it. I love when they give us those surprises and they're like, boom, boom, boom. Hell yes. Queen of Raphael, you guys have been getting intuition, whether this is love or this is a job or this is some type of abundance, something with this. You have been getting number signs like a motherfucker, they're saying, and you have been getting sign after sign after sign showing you something is coming forward for you. So it's very specific. You guys have been getting that. All right, let's go to the bottom row. Page of Raphael, a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitation, great intuitive insight. We got trustworthy psychic information, great intuitive insight. Okay, this is really connecting with those feminine energies. And I love how this is all masculine, feminine. It's very balanced energy for this whole reading, which is, right? Damn, like this is like being in that feminine energy, receiving that nurturing, like intuitive, channeled in energy. And this is something really heart-centered that is coming, something that it feels scary. I'm not gonna lie, it feels scary in the sense of something really powerful, really new, really, really good for you. And it feels scary because it's almost like that too good to be true energy, but it's not too good to be true. It's the star card right next to it says a dream come true. So I started laughing. It feels like, but something is going to come in for you that is just very like common. They just keep saying too good to be true, too good to be true, too good to be true. So you guys might start second guessing it. It's too good to be true. Don't block it, okay? If you have those thoughts where you're like, this is too good to be true, that's okay. Use your discernment. You know, keep your fucking mind open. That's okay. Keep that heart open. That's okay. cautiously go in for it. It's okay. Like, it's okay to be that way, but don't run away from it. Don't run. Okay, we got the Star card, a dream come true. Believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. I'm just reading the bottoms of the cards to you guys. That's what the Star card is, right? The dream come true. We have the World card, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. So end of a difficult situation, a very happy ending. And then we got the Magician. You can manifest anything you want. What you need will magically appear, successful beginnings. Do we not love the way this just fucking came out? We got the end of a difficult situation, a very happy ending, successful beginnings. Like, it could not have come out any more fucking perfect. Like, something is about to be emotionally and like rewarding and fulfilling for you guys. Like, something that you've been dreaming of, like this dream is coming for you. All of this fighting, all of this like heavy energy, all this shit you've been going through is coming to an end very soon. And some of you, Spirit is saying, like, you're like, is this ever going to end? Is this ever going to end? Is this ever going to end? It feels just like non-going. It's been going on for months, years, however long. It's coming to a very happy ending, okay? And when that comes, we have a successful beginning that you've manifested. The dream you manifested is gonna be here. Like, come on, did this literally come out any more perfect? Like, holy shit. Okay, I'm so excited about this. I don't think I'm enthusiastic enough for you guys to feel that though. Okay, let's see what else we got. Because I pulled out 3 more decks. But these are not like full readings. These are just like message cards. Some of them. All right, let's get one more. What else do you want us to, these two? Okay. We got 4, and then the Strength card is on the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to read them in order the way they came out. So we got Vulnerability. This is confirmation that you're seeking to tread into the unknown, unfamiliar territory where decisions are based on more on intuition than rationality. This card also came out this week too. And I just said to you, 2 cards about intuition back to back. Don't let fear hold you back or allow a misguided sense that feeling vulnerable is somehow a negative condition. Hell no. Vulnerability is great. I cannot tell you, like, okay, this, wow, there's like a random card sticking out, Animal Kingdom. You guys might be getting some animal signs. I cannot tell you, so it could just be me. I am the type of person, if you are open with me about something and you express your feelings to me, I will feel so close to you. Like, I notice people in my life, I only really feel close to people who we have those deep conversations with, and we have those like really like vulnerable ass conversations. Like, I can, you know, sit and bullshit with people any and all day, but it's like really those vulnerable conversations where we get to that like deep shit and we share emotions and we open our hearts up. Like, those are like my favorite type of people. I love vulnerable people. I love people who cry. I love people, I mean, I love everybody for the most part. Well, with a few exceptions, I love everybody, but like, being vulnerable is just like such a beautiful thing to like really share who you are and allow somebody to see who you are at your core and show them. And I love being vulnerable with people. I love it. I think it's such a good thing. Sometimes, sure, it's fucking scary, but it's so beautiful when you actually do it. Okay, let me move on. Ground yourself. Being distracted, unfocused, tired, and irritated, and impatient are all signs you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow spirit to help ground yourself and reconnect with the divine source. And some of you that might be going out in nature a little bit more. Oh, I love that they just showed me these birds. I keep seeing these like a ton of birds flying by, like right in front of me, and it actually reminds me of, I didn't pull the deck out. Oh yeah, I did, the Archangel deck. I'm not going to be able to find it in here. Never mind. I just found it. I love them. The 8 of Gabriel. Every time I see a bunch of birds fly by, it always makes me think somebody's going to communicate with me. Somebody's going to call or message me. Usually it comes true because this, to me, it always reminds me of this card when birds fly by. So this could be something about communication as well, just because the way I pulled it and the way I, channel for me. So anyway, okay, we got, wait, which one? Oh, ancestral wisdom. We are your ancestors and we love you. We walk the earth many years before you. We ask you at this poignant time to learn and grow from our past experiences. You are our legacy and we'll keep on helping you as you continue to evolve here in the spirit world. As we continue to evolve here in the spirit world, not you. Wow, I actually got baby vibes. Even though that's not what the card says, I actually get that there, for some of you, I have like a hair on my mouth. For some of you, it's, you're going to be starting a family very soon or expanding your family very soon within the next few months. I keep seeing February specifically. So, maybe you guys are going to start getting preggers on Valentine's Day or something. I don't know. But yeah, I'm getting that some of your ancestors are reincarnating into your children that will be coming. And they keep showing me like January, February, but I keep seeing February very strongly. So some of you guys might be getting pregnant, or your partner might be getting pregnant around that time. Or they're saying also expanding family, like having another child. That's so beautiful. All right, I love that. And then we have seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. And I love, that these two came out together, the ancestral and the seek, because saying we're all united, we're all together, and your team is always with you, and your team is always guiding you and helping you. Let me read the strength card. It's like keeps calling my attention. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone. We're always with you. I love that, because I was just saying that, like, about us all being connected, and we're never alone. Like, our spirit team is always with us. They're always helping us. Even when we're feeling alone, like, they're not. Like, you're never alone. All you have to do is ask for help. You have to read. You could be sitting right here and being like, hey, I need you guys help. Like, I literally do that. I'm like, I probably pray at least like 5 to 10 times a day. Or I just sit and talk to them, and I'm just like, hey, like angels, spirit guides, ancestors, and I just have a conversation with them. And then sometimes they'll pop some messages for me later. It's not always them directly answering me right then. But yeah, wow. They're letting you know you're not alone. Like, they are with you. They are helping you. They are guiding you. Okay. Everything is to teach us. And I'm hearing a lot of you guys are going to need to have courage to be brave, to face some type of situation. It feels like this uncomfortable situation that might be coming up for you. This might not be for everybody, but it feels like a situation that might be uncomfortable for you. I'm getting like a lot of dizziness as I'm saying this. So this might be something where you're overthinking it a lot. Some of you might have to do with like court or some type of financial or legal issues or custody issues, something like of that nature. Because I'm seeing like paperwork. It doesn't have to necessarily be that. It could be something else too. But I'm hearing like you're going to have to be brave, and you're going to have courage and to face your fears and step forward. They're very specifically saying that you're going to have courage and be brave and step forward. Stand in your confidence, stand in your truth. And as long as you are doing it for the right reasons, and you go into something with good intention, it's always going to work out for your benefit. Okay. Like, it's always going to work out for your benefit. Look at your intentions. They're specifically saying, look at what your intentions are with this situation. I love them. Dragon came out. Discover your courage. I can't even. We got sensuality. Express your sensuality. I love that, because I was telling you we're working on sacral chakra, which is all about that sexual energy, that sensuality, that femininity. Okay. We got moving forward. Get ready for positive change. And dragon, discover your courage. Yeah, with the sensuality card I'm getting, this is you being vulnerable. This is you expressing yourself. This is you opening up. For some of you, this could be opening up to a romantic partner who's coming in, either rekindling or a new rekindling or a new connection is what I'm hearing. Some of you, you're going to be reconnecting with somebody, and some of you, I'm feeling new connection. If you're already in a relationship, this just can be deepening that understanding. They're saying having those important conversations with your partner, and they're specifically saying some of you guys are not being vulnerable and telling your partner how you feel about something. Like, they're saying specifically the word lack, like you feel like you're lacking something in your relationship and you're not expressing it. For some of you, but I'm getting like some of you, like new connection. and rekindled. And I keep seeing that somebody's watching your social media. Very specifically, somebody is watching your social media. It feels like the masculine energy is watching the feminine's social media and seeing like it feels like she's radiating like confidence and like beauty and just really standing in her power and her truth, and she's radiating this beautiful light out, and she's filling her own cup, and he's seeing that, and he just like adores her beauty and adores her. Like I just hear he looks at her and just like smiles and like loves her so much. Like he just can't stop looking at her. She's so beautiful. That is so fucking sweet. Some of you, this is a baby coming. Like they're showing me the toddler spirit baby again. I love this card. I love this card. But this is really like just expressing yourself and being, they just keep saying being vulnerable, being vulnerable, being vulnerable. Fill your own emotional cup, open your heart up, let that love out, let it flow, be vulnerable. Oh, I love this. Okay. With the moving forward, it feels like that kind of energy where you've kind of been feeling very alone, very lonely, whether that's a relationship or a friendship or just in general. Some of you guys have just been feeling very like left out in the cold, very alone. Some of you, they're saying like the last 6 to 9 months, the last 6 months to a year, you've been feeling like this. So this might have to do with that rekindling or relationship or something like that. Something to do with a fear also with this situation. And they're saying you're going to understand something. You're going to get clarity on this situation very soon. What I'm hearing is, especially if it involves another person, you're going to like, there's going to be some type of conversation or some type of communication, whether it's with that specific person or through spirit. You're going to have some type of clarity and understanding on why that situation was occurring. But they want you to just keep moving forward. They want you to keep moving forward, set goals, work on yourself, focus on yourself, just keep giving yourself love, build that confidence, build that courage, build that strength. Realize the powerful being that you are and how much strength you have inside of you, how much courage and conviction you have, and keep moving forward. They're saying, yeah, you might get hit with fears. You might get hit with anxiety. You might get hit with all kinds of shit, but you have the strength. You have the power to move forward. Move forward. You guys have that courage. And they said that to me before I even pulled the card. And the last card I pulled was Dragon, discover your courage. I love it. I love when they give me messages and then they're just validated. Choices, make the best choices. Yeah, like do things. What I'm hearing with this specifically is that thing I was talking about before, that you might have the courage. Do things that are for your highest good and not like a retaliation or emotional thing. Like do it from an empowerment perspective. Do it from a thing that like where you feel like empowered. Okay. Very, very strongly with that message, doing things from empowerment, not from like retaliation, fear, and all of that. Empowerment. Very strongly empowerment. Okay. Oof. I don't know what the fuck that was just doing. For some of you who are not expressing your feelings, Spirit is saying it's really important for you to open your throat chakra and communicate. If you've been feeling like tension in your throat, you've been feeling like a knot in your throat or like a lump or just like itchy throat, communicate. That Spirit's like way of or your body's way of kind of telling you that you need to open your throat chakra up and you need to communicate. Okay. There's not like, I'm just hearing there's so many words left unsaid. They're literally saying there's so many words that are left unsaid, like for you. Throat chakra just came out. Oh my God, I can't even. Okay. I can't even with them today. Okay, I'm gonna read you the cards that just came out. We got forgiveness, peace with oneself, mending the past, closed doors, reconciliation. Okay, then we got the promise, blessings, commitment, divine protection. And then we got throat chakra, communication, creative expression, purification. I feel like I already said all this. Like a lot of you guys, this is like, it is forgiving. It's forgiving yourself and forgiving others. But it's like when one door closes, another opens. And it feels like some type of thing is ending. Like we got that in the beginning messages where something is coming to an ending. Something tough that's you've been going through is coming to an end. Some of you guys are reconciling with somebody. Like there is going to be a conversation that comes in. And there's going to be a commitment. Like, that's what I said. It feels like a very stable, like, offer. And you got literally reconciliation, commitment, communication, like 3 in a row. I don't know like how much like more clear they could be. Like, they're telling me this before I pulled the cards, and then I pulled the cards and they're like saying exactly what I said. 919 might mean something to you. I keep seeing it during the reading. It could be September 19th, or it could just be like a mirrored number, 919. But to me, when I see that, like, think about 9. 9 is ending, right? So you're closing one door, one is a new beginning, and you're closing another door. So some doors are closing and opening a new beginning. But some of you guys, I'm hearing like you need to release like feelings of guilt and shame and offer forgiveness. I'm hearing you need to forgive somebody else and yourself. It feels like somebody fucked up or did something that really hurt you, or something that you really took personal. And Spirit's saying like it wasn't personal. Somebody was going through their own shit, and it was like they took it out on you. They feel really bad about it. This person might be coming in to apologize to you in some way. That's not necessarily going to be for everybody. You might not get an apology, but whether you get an apology or not, just know that what people do has nothing to do with your value or worth. It has to do with the things going on with them. And I'm hearing like what they're saying is like a lot of people have been working through commitment issues, have been working through feelings of like feeling unworthy and lack of self-worth, and like they have issues with being vulnerable and emotionally intimate with people. And so when that happens, they run. And that's not making excuses for people. That's not saying like you need to have that type of person in your life. It's not saying anything like that. But what they're saying is you need to stop taking it personal and holding on to that. What I'm also hearing is stop holding on to the past, because whatever happened in the past is not what's happening now. And you're living too much in the fear of what might happen rather than just accepting things as they flow in, what's going to happen. And I just saw 111 as I said that. This to me, this promise to me, the blessings, commitment, divine protection, this to me is something that you've been asking for, that Spirit has kind of shown you is going to happen for you. Like some type of, it feels like a promise or commitment you made to yourself and really holding true to it. But what I'm also getting is some of you guys have had visions, had dreams, had messages very directly from Spirit that something's coming in for you, and it hasn't happened yet. And because of that, they want you to know that this is still coming for you. This blessing is still coming for you. This is protected. There are sometimes things that need to happen in order for something else to come forward. There's some lessons, there's some soul contracts, there's karmic contracts, there's things that need to happen. Some of you, it was like what they're showing me is like a toolbox. So say you were trying to manifest, I'll give you example, love, because I feel like that's so easy. Some of you are trying to manifest this divine love, right? And it's like you have this empty toolbox. You have the toolbox, so you know, like, hey, when this relationship, there's an issue, I need to consult my toolbox, right? But you have no tools in there to actually deal with it. You have no clarity on kind of your own shit. And so it was like maybe you needed a separation, or maybe you just needed to be by yourself to really go through lessons, to really understand and process like how you actually handle situations, knowing what your emotions are, knowing where they stem from. So this way, when this relationship comes, you have this whole toolbox of coping skills that you can use so this relationship can actually be successful. You can have two people who love each other like to the end of earth, who are willing to like never give up on each other. But if you guys both aren't aware of your own issues and you're both not able to handle situations in a healthy, non-toxic way, it does not matter how divinely perfect you are. It does not matter if you're soulmates. It does not matter anything. If you don't have the right tools to work on that relationship, and you don't even know what your own issues are going into that relationship, you can't express that to the other person. You can't work on it yourself because you're not even aware of it, and you won't be able to work through issues in a healthy way. So what Spirit's saying is a lot of you guys who had a separation with somebody who you felt like is your soulmate or somebody you would end up with, you needed this separation to teach you things, to help you grow, to strengthen your own foundation, for you to not have codependency, for you not to need somebody else for trust and safety, for you to get it within, for you to build up your inner strength from within. So you're not dependent and relying on somebody. They are just there as a person that you both enjoy each other's company, you both enjoy each other's love. You guys connect on a soul level and you do things together in a healthy way. It's not it's not a codependent relationship. It's a healthy, independent relationship. And they're saying a lot of you guys did have relationships growing up where you saw a lot of toxicity. And so Spirit's like, you guys are ending like ancestral stuff. And that's the card they pulled out earlier, the ancestral stuff, like learn from our mistakes. Like a lot of you guys are actually clearing all of these traumas and these things for your ancestors, for your family. And so that's maybe why some of this is more difficult, and you're going to come together with this person and you guys are going to start a new family and you're going to have those spirit babies, and those spirit babies are going to bring about change, and we're going to be healing like ancestral lineage, like far, far down. So that's why maybe some of this has been really difficult or really tough. And sometimes if they gave you clarity and true understanding on something, you wouldn't really work through the lessons the way you need to and clear the energy you need to and learn the way you need to learn. So that's obviously not always going to be romantic. Obviously take what resonates only for you, but they're very strong about this with the romantic relationship stuff. For some of you with this throat chakra, this is again communicating. I keep hearing this. If you're in a relationship right now, you need to communicate. They keep showing me this, like you're feeling sad or you're feeling very alone. You're feeling like your partner doesn't understand something about you. That's because you're not expressing yourself. This is going to bring you, that vulnerability is going to bring you some type of resolution in your relationship, but it's going to help you guys grow to a deeper level, like more vulnerable. It's not going to pull you apart. It's going to bring you closer together. It's going to shift your relationship and help you guys get back to like being on the same page is what I'm hearing. But whoever this is, like I'm getting very masculine energy, especially with this throat chakra. If there's something you need to say, communicate it. I'm getting specifically with the masculine, something with their parents, whether it's a mother or father, something you need to say to your parents. There's something that's very unsaid, something that hurt you as a child, and like they want you to open up to your parents and express it. Like even if your parents don't give you what it is that you desire or what it is that you want from that conversation, Spirit's really strong about you needing to like let this out, you needing to release it. Just you saying it is going to help release the energy that's kind of stuck in there. And they're saying it's going to bring you clarity. It's going to bring you a change in your relationship with your family and within your relationships with others, whether it's friendship or romantic. It feels like somebody who's not in a relationship right now, that needs to express some, I'm getting this very specifically. It's like a masculine energy who needs to express something to his mom, that she wasn't there for him or wasn't emotionally available for him, or kind of like that abandonment, but it feels like emotional abandonment. And he needs to express this to her and tell her, and she like, it's going to bring her some type of healing too, because she's not even fully aware of it. And it's something that happened with her parents that she now did to her child. And now this is his opportunity to come forward. And then when he does get into a relationship, it's going to bring healing within that relationship. It feels like he has this very, not negative perception of women, but holds a lot of what his mom did as fear against other women, that they're going to turn out like his mother. And I'm getting from the feminine, she's concerned about men turning out like her father. And I'm hearing cheating very specifically, worried about him not being loyal to her or faithful to her because her father cheated. So obviously that message isn't going to be for everybody. If there are other things that have went on with your family and there's something you feel like you need to express, definitely do that. But Spirit's giving me specific ones. I always tell them, like, if there's something like a message you need me to give, anybody in the reading, let me know. And then they'll just pull whoever needs to watch it to the page to watch the video. They'll throw it in your face until you actually watch it. Wow. Okay. I just got like super dizzy. I'm like a horrible headache. They must be doing like some fucking crown chakra shit right now. Channel your inner child. Go and do something fun you enjoyed doing as a child. Everything is working out for you, even if it doesn't feel that way. Have faith and patience. This has been coming out. What is today? Tuesday. Sunday, I did a video. We got like lots of messages about patience. I don't even think it posted on YouTube. I posted it literally on Sunday. It's probably still uploading. I don't know what the hell is up with that. I'm assuming that it doesn't need to be posted. Somebody's going to need to see it a certain day or something. I'm just guessing, because sometimes when I do the videos, they don't post for a few days. So I don't know. We got work on self-love. This came out too. Work on self-love, set boundaries, slow down and take care of your own needs. You are important to remember that. Almost all of these came out. Release your stress. Relax your shoulders, shake your body and wiggle. Things are okay. Remind yourself everything happens for a reason. We got that message back to back, and this came out literally on Sunday too. Your angels and spirit guides are watching over you. You're safe and protected. And the last one we got is you need to have more fun, put on some music, and let loose and dance. So yeah, we got a lot of the same messages from Sunday as today. So it does feel like there is a shift, and it does feel like change is coming. It almost feels like the volcano about to erupt. And then after that eruption is like, that's when things smooth out and things get better and things get handled. But they're saying the word fears. You might be having some fears come up. They're specifically saying fears around like abandonment and insecurity. They're saying a lot of these are illusions, and they're to help you with healing something from your inner child and something from your childhood. So just keep that in mind if that comes up for you. And I hope that this reading resonated. If you guys do want a private reading, I am doing them through Facebook, or if you are local in Spring Hill, Florida, I do them at my shop. You can send me a message on Facebook. The link is in the description below, or my Facebook is Gaia Spiritual Healing. And my readings are $30 for 30 minutes, $55 for an hour. I'm also doing tarot reading where it's up to 10 cards and a recorded video that's private for you. It is 11/11 until January 1st. It will be at $15, and those are 8 to 10 minutes-ish. You can ask a question, or you can do a general reading, and I try to give you as much information as Spirit gives me. So anyway, if you're interested, everything's in the description. Let me know how this resonated. I hope you guys have an amazing day. So much love and light to you.